Hey guys, Hacksaw Joe here. I know I haven't been on here much lately. The last video I put on was about 2 months ago when I was showing you my really hardwood logs that I was splitting with an axe. I don't know, it's just something I was doing. I figured I'd post it. I think the last video I put on before that was like 2 years ago. I just been kind of busy. Past few years have been different for us. My wife, she doesn't mind me telling people, she was having problems. She has severe rheumatoid arthritis, and about 3 years or so, a little over 3 years ago, she became wheelchair bound. So I quit work so I could stay home and take care of her. So it was a full-time job, and she's since had her knees replaced, both of them. She had the first one replaced last summer, and then the second one was in the this past fall. And she's up and about now. She's out walking around. As a matter of fact, she's went to the grocery store with her niece to pick up some things. In that time, if you might have noticed from that last video I posted of me splitting those logs, I had to put on a few pounds around the middle. I went from 175, I was 185 for like years, and then I dropped down to 175 in a couple of months because I was exercising, which is a good thing. And then when I quit working, even though taking care of her was a full-time job because I was doing all the cooking and cleaning, meal preparation, well, I guess that goes in cooking, huh? Shopping, all that stuff. I was doing everything, laundry. Even though that's a full-time job, I wasn't near as active as I was if I was working a regular job. So in a matter of about 6 months, I went from 175 to 200. And I had even gotten up to 210 at one time. Right now I'm maintaining around 200. I'm back getting a little more active. Still not working. Well, I am. I've had some big changes besides what I just mentioned. If a lot of you know, we've lived in Ohio for like the past 20 years. That's where all the kids are, grandkids. That's where all my family is. My parents are there. My brother, two of my sisters. One of them's out in California. You know, cousins, all that. They're out there. My wife is from Oklahoma. That's where we are now. Back in February, the beginning of February, we moved to Oklahoma. Decided to make a life change. We bought a camper. That video where I was splitting the logs, you saw a camper beside me. That's what we were living in for about 4 months or so. And then we got a position here. Wife picked up the penny shopper, newspaper, and saw a position for an overseer at an RV park. It's there's two overseers here, me and another guy, and my wife helps out, so I guess technically 3 overseers. But we work as one. He takes care of part of the RV park. I take care of the other part. I have to cut the grass twice a month. Weed eat once a month. Go around and make sure it's clean. Pick up any debris, sticks, and anything laying around. And for that, the owner of the place provides us a place to live, rent-free. It's still a camper, but it's bigger than the one that we have. The one that we own. That one was like 22 feet inside. It was small. This one is 32 or 34 feet, I think. It's the kitchen's like bigger than the kitchen in that last apartment we used to live in Dayton. But it has an added room onto it, which almost doubles the size of the camper. So it's under 400 or it's under 500 square feet of living space. My wife and I, we don't require a lot. This is plenty of room for us. We have a living room. The dining room I use as here. This is the added room. And it's a little messy, excuse the mess. We were gone all day yesterday. It's the living room. We use this as a living room. And then you can see this is the actual outside of the camper, but they added this room onto it. And then what would have been the living room was a dining room now, but well, actually now it's my desk, my office, my keyboards are there. We've still got stuff we have to put away. And then the kitchen. The only thing I don't like is the kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom. And this room I'm in, no walls, all straight through. So we hung a curtain up, because there's a bathroom on the other side of that, with a tub, toilet, you know that. I hung the curtain up for some privacy, and there's another partition between the bathroom and the bedroom. I'm thinking about putting up some walls right there with doors, just for a little added extra privacy. Anyway, this is rent-free for the work I do, mowing that I mentioned before. Any extra work that the owner has for me to do that's outside of my normal duties, I said duty. Anyway, yeah, I've got a 5th grader mentality sometimes. Any work I have outside of my normal duties, she pays me so much an hour. And people who rent these, this is a long-term RV. It's not like a regular campground where you come camp for the weekend or whatever. It's 6 month at a time leases. So people bring their campers down here and they leave them here. And it's like their vacation houses. We're by the lake, a big lake in Oklahoma, Lake Eufaula. It used to be one of the biggest man-made lakes in the country. I don't know where it stands now as far as size, but it's a damn big lake. Where we were first staying when we got here is at another campground, and we're about a 30-minute drive from that now, still on the same lake. This lake weaves in and out of the hills here in eastern Oklahoma. We're near the town of, in between the towns of Eufaula and Shakota, Oklahoma. You might recognize the name Shakota, Oklahoma. That's where Carrie Underwood's from, if you're into country music. But it's mid-eastern Oklahoma, not the flat plains like you'd think. It's hilly, it's beautiful. Trees, forest. It's beautiful out here. A lot warmer than Ohio, too, in the wintertime. I don't know, I got off track of what I was talking about now. But that's what's going on. We moved out here, be around her family. I figured we've been out in Ohio for around 20 years now, around all my family. Now that all the kids are grown, we can move out here. My wife can be around her family some, because she's hardly gotten to come out here in the past 20 years. That's it, really. We're in Oklahoma now for the duration, indefinitely. I don't know, maybe forever. When I get my pension in 4 years, we might start traveling regularly. Might keep Oklahoma as a home base because it's kind of centralized in the country, sort of. But I'm a little fatter. Working on getting rid of that. All this. Because I hate it. Man, it's uncomfortable. My wife's doing better. She's out of that wheelchair. She's up walking around. Both knees replaced. She still has the arthritis. Still bothers her in her other joints. And we're getting by. We're doing good. And that's about where we are right now. I know I kind of rambled on with this, but just letting everybody know, hey, I'm still alive. We're still alive. Most of us. We had my best friend, my cat, Tinkerbell. You've probably seen her in other videos. She's Siamese, beautiful. She was my baby. I mean, wherever I went, she was there. And she just suddenly, out of the blue, one day, started having seizures, bleeding out of her private area. She was fine one minute, next minute she's on the ground doing that. About 2 hours later, she was gone. And it tore me up. So I'm still, that wasn't too long ago either. I'm still recovering from that. But, other than that, we're doing okay. That's about it for now. Bye.